Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Panic Mode from MobiusCode. MobiusCode is a small developer from Germany, and they graciously provided us with a key for this early access. So let's dive in. You see we have a game that has very whimsical art style. Now this is a puzzle style game. I'm going to start with the beginning here, which is onboarding. Onboarding is basically the tutorial for the game. So this is the tutorial for the game. Over here in the upper left, you'll notice these are the objectives. Ensure at least one Pammy survives, and to use the no smoking up. Those are the two objectives that we have. Now the Pammies are these little minion looking creatures inside the room. You can see that they have names. It's very hard to see some of those names without zooming in. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to help these guys get out of the room before they die. What's going to happen is this room is going to catch on fire. And they're not smart enough to notice that they need to move when they see the fire. They have to be told to do so by using alarms and speakers and things like that. You'll notice down here in the bottom left, this tells us what tools we have. So for this level, we have a no smoking alarm. What we want to do is put that near a heat source so that when the fire starts, this alarm will go off and it'll alert them and they'll leave the building. Oddly enough, they have a refrigerator that is overflowing with stuff. So rotating around, we can see the entire room. We have the ability to tilt up and down as well. And we can move using WASD keys, or we can also move using the right mouse button and dragging the screen around. Now when we place these items, if we don't like where it's placed, we do have the option to remove it. We can click on the button to tell it which thing we want to remove, and then remove that item. We also have the ability to remove everything that we've placed. Alright, let's put this alarm here. This fireplace catches on fire. Well, I mean, it's already on fire, but when it basically explodes and starts burning the house down, this alarm will go off and the little Pammies here will exit the building. And once they get outside, they're trying to get to this blue area. Getting to the blue area is how we record that they have escaped. More or less, this is a simulation, so we're going to click on Run Protocol and let's see if all of our planning is going to work well for us. So we see the fireplace exploded, the alarm's going off, that alerts everybody, hey, get out of the room. Now they have a ranking here, as you can see. The better you do, the higher you're gonna go up in the rankings. We got both of our objectives here. We've saved both Pammies. It allows us to move on to the next level. That's a basic idea. We're going to go through a few levels here just to check out how the game plays. Let's try our next one here, alarms and speakers. You'll see as we dive deeper into the game, we're going to get extra things that we can play with. We have speakers here. Now the speakers we can put on the walls just like we can with the alarms. Speakers have to be manually activated. So we have three objectives here. We need to test out the speaker and the fire alarm, so we need to use both of those things. At least two Pammies need to survive. And we have a very special employee, Pian Polan. Make sure that Pammy survives. Let's find that one. Not that one. Okay, so this person at the desk. They only have a very short way to go. That's to go right out the door, go over to our blue area. So we can take a look at the heat sources. Notice there's a heat source here in the back corner, so we know this room is going to catch on fire very quickly. We have another heater back here in this room, so this room will catch on fire as well. Don't see any heat sources within this room. We don't want the fire to get too hot there and start burning everything up. This would be a good idea where we could put in our speaker. We'll manually activate it to make this Pammy leave. Then we can put alarms next to the other fireplaces. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. Let's take that out. We've got our alarms next to the heat sources. Those should go off and alert our Pammies, who are sitting there doing nothing, by the way. Just kind of staring at stuff. I guess this guy's trying to decide, hey, do I want ice cream or not? And this person is deciding if they should eat the brown sludge. Pammies are weird creatures, it appears. So once we got everything in place, we're going to try and see if everything works the way that we expect it to. So notice we have a button here to turn on the speaker. Hey dude, get out of there. Alarms are going off. Notice that particular Pammy, I did catch on fire. Let's go back and take a look at that. There's no way for me to slow it down, so run this protocol again. Take a look at this Pammy right here. He can catch on fire and he can die if he loses all of his health. Let's turn that around. Right. So eventually this alarm will go off. There it is, it's going off, but that, notice here, that door is closed. So he runs out the back. He gets a little bit of fire damage on him, but as long as he doesn't die, counts as an escape. Did really well with that one. Notice we have 506 in our ranking. We got all 3 objectives here. Notice the ones with stars are mandatory objectives. If we don't do those 2 things, we don't get to pass. This is an optional objective. We get more points, or I guess a higher rise in the rankings, by completing the bonus objective. So one more thing to check out here in this level, we have the ability to have these water guns. So there's several different water features that we can play with. So I may be showing my age here, but if you've ever played Lemmings, kind of got an idea of what's happening. This is, to me, this is a cross between Lemmings and the Incredible Machine. Basically set everything up, we run it, see if it works the way we want it to. The whole idea here is to get the Pammies outside of the building. Alright, so look around the room here. This room already comes with an alarm right here. See a heat source here, which means this is where our fire will start. Looking at our objectives, we need at least 6 of them to survive. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Pammies. 2/3 have to survive. These are the bosses in here, so we want to make sure they survive as well. That's our bonus objective here. And finally, we need to try out all of the water tools. So as we look around, notice that there is also an alarm here. This little thing right here, I believe, is also a fire source. One of the things I like to do to start with is just run the protocol and see what happens. See where the fire starts, how quickly it spreads. Let's do a good job of protecting our people here. Seems like these tables are going to catch on fire very quickly. Drop a. This is a big sprinkler. So like a rotating sprinkler, like you would have for your yard. We have big and small water cannons. We can change direction of these cannons. Place one here. Place another one here. Now the hope is this will keep the fire from spreading too fast, so that no one gets burned. Best thing to do is try it out once we place all of our items. Notice the water cannons also have to be activated. So I'm going to go ahead and activate those. One of our people has been burned pretty bad. Hopefully they will stay alive. Alright, so we ended up with that. All 3 objectives cleared. So those are all tutorial levels. Take a look at some things that are a little bit harder. Go over here to the morale locale. I like how the little fire truck comes out of the fire station and goes to the place where you're having this drill. This is still a little bit in the tutorial phase. We have a new item now called basically it's a fan. Fan allows the smoke to go between rooms a little bit easier. This makes it so that the alarms can go off as needed. Alright, so let's take a look around. Got a few Pammies here. Kind of sitting around the table in the dining area of the office. We have a restaurant part here. Lots of people just sitting there waiting for food, I guess. No one seems to be cooking anything. It seems unusual. I don't know if this is the maitre d' or the host. I'm just kind of standing there at the door, I guess waiting for people to show up. In the back room is pretty empty, but this is where people can exit, get to the safe spot. Noting where our sources are. See anything? Run the protocol and see what happens. I think I'm gonna start with the stove itself. Notice that this room already has an alarm. We just need a way to set it off. It's happening automatically. So let's try putting a fan over here. Idea is that this catching on fire, smoke would come through the fan, set this alarm off, and this person would leave. I think it's also important that we put an alarm near the stove to alert the people in the kitchen to get out. Try to put that over here. Here. Can't put it over the stove. Put it over here where it's pretty close. We also want to alert everyone inside this room. That's going to require speaker. Put the speaker here and tell them to leave. Probably the easiest thing to do. There's a fan that I haven't used yet. I don't know if I really need to or not. Take a look at our objectives first, though. At a minimum, 5 of these Pammies have to survive. That seems pretty easy to do if I tell all of them to leave. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That objective is easy. Use fans to redirect smoke. I do have a fan in here. And then finally, we need to, if 10 survive, that's most of them. 7 in this room, 4 here, 1 there. So we have a total of 12. We get 10 to survive. We get the bonus objective. So the best way to figure out if this works is to try it. So let's go for it. Hit that speaker. We'll go ahead and get all of those to run. Okay, we've got an alarm in the kitchen going off. Finally got enough smoke through to set that off. And we achieved all 3 objectives. Of course, these earliest levels are always going to be the easiest ones. But it gives us a good sense of what happens with the game itself. So we notice that in this one, we got lots of fans already there. Now in our objectives, 7 Pammies have to survive. And the bonus objective is everyone survive. So we do notice there's a fireplace or oven or something. Heater, I guess, in this area here. Both of those should go up in flames. Fortunately, we only have 1 speaker. Let's see where that might be the best choice to use. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 people over here. 1, 2, 3. We have 5 people, 6 people over here. We actually have more people on the left-hand side, so let's go ahead and put in speaker there. We'll activate it, get all of them out of the way. There's only 1 person in this room, so I think if we can put an alarm, put it behind him, put an alarm in there. Oh, there's another person. There we go. We have 2 people in there. Put an alarm there. That should alert them to get out. Let's put another alarm maybe behind this wall. We know that wall is going to catch on fire, so hopefully this will burn through quickly and set off that alarm. I don't really know where to put the water cannon. I don't know if there's a point in putting them anywhere. Maybe I'll put one in just for the sake of actually, let's make that point toward the door. I'm hoping like maybe if someone's on fire, maybe I can hose them down so they don't die. Okay, let's run our protocol and see what happens. As expected, we got the fire going on here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the speaker, get these folks out of the way. Looks like that alarm is going off, so far so good. Still waiting for this alarm to go off. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, there we go. The alarm's going off. Oh no, everybody's on fire. Oh, we lost one. Okay. Not good, not good. Alright, let's retry that. Now I noticed that the plants catch on fire first. So maybe let's move. Let's try to move this to where there is going to be a fire quicker. I forgot to turn on the sprayer there, so that's a problem too. I need to activate that manually. Let's see, let's try again. Go ahead and turn it on. Basically, auto detects fire. So if there is fire nearby, it will rotate and spray. We do have a forward button, so let's speed this up a little bit. There we go. Oh, we do have people that are getting caught on fire, but not nearly as bad as it was before. Little singe, but they're not dead. Oh my gosh, the whole place is erupted in flames. Okay. I got one more here. We got bad neighbors. See how that works. Alright, looking at our objectives. Ensure Bogarto Elspeth survives. Well, who is that? Oh, this guy. Okay. He's in a room with an alarm. Okay. Save all 5 Pammies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And use only 4 tools. That might be challenging. A little challenge there. Alright, well let's see where the fire starts and try to plan from that. So it looks like the TV catches on fire, as well as this little heater over here in the wall. The easiest thing to do for this one over here is to put in the alarm. The heater should handle that for us. Since there's already an alarm here, we can put a fan on the wall to help propagate the smoke. Oh. Huh. I have to put it over here, which kind of stinks. Oh, I don't see any other options. I don't see any other good options. Put that in. And seems like another one here to help with that. Well, that's 4 things. We've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe it's only 3 things. Okay, I can use one more thing. I think for right now we just need to see what happens and add on if we need to. So let's run the protocol. People are just looking at. Oh, I never gave. Okay. I never gave the guy in the TV room. I never gave him a way to escape. I'm telling you, these are like lemmings. They don't understand the danger that's involved. Like, oh, fire, pretty, let me touch it. No, it doesn't work that way. So we'll add in and an alarm here. I think that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. All right, let's try that. See if that works a little bit better for us. He's on fire because he's an idiot. Okay, he's finally running. Oh, Bogarto is... Oh, Bogarto is dead. Bogarto is dead. That is not helpful. Seems to be taking too long for that to come through, so maybe we should try put the fan we should put it over here on this wall. We know this room is going to catch on fire, so maybe that'll help because it's closer to the center. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. I love how they just stand there looking at the fire like, oh, this is so awesome. I love it. Get out of there, people. What are you waiting on? There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Oh. Alright. Run, run, Prite. Pride Pitto. Oh, he's on fire. They don't know how to stop, drop, and roll either. That is too bad. Let's take a look at one more. There's 2 more left. Let's take a look at these last 2. Fire truck's gotta come on over. Alright, so you've seen the objectives here are mostly the same. Save 8 Pammies, save every Pammie. Only use smoke alarms and Uber Soaker Juniors. Uber Soaker Juniors are these little bitty water guns. Give some added challenge here. Alright, let's see, what do we got? These are gonna explode. There's another heat source here. There's heat sources all over the place. We have 3 alarms. We can only, for this challenge, only smoke alarms and Uber Soaker Juniors. So let's put our alarms in. That one. I have one super Uber Soaker Junior. I've got one of those, but I don't know where I need it. I think the thing to do here is to run the protocol, see where we might need it, and then put it in. Alright, we've got alarms over here, alarms over here, alarms in here. Don't see any need for the water guns. Yeah, I saw no need to use the water guns. That seemed very simple. It's the last one that we'll take a look at today. This already has a water cannon built in. Let's see, we need sure at least 5 survive. Kitchen people have to survive. Bonus if all of them survive. We have 2 tools. We have 1 alarm and 1 speaker. So you may notice here that the kitchen staff, they have an alarm here. There's no fan. looking at where the fire starts, we have this oven here, stove, or whatever it is, fireplace, I guess. Let's see. Everything starts here. Let's see if we're right. Does everything start back there? It does. Okay. Alright, so we need to tell people to get out. Looking at this with this alarm here, I think we're good. Eventually that'll go off and they'll run through. They might have to run through some fire. Let's see. The easiest thing to do, since the fire starts here, try to put our alarm over here on this wall. Doesn't seem to want to attach to that back wall. I guess because the fan is there. Okay, well. Put that over here on this side. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's early access. A few small hiccups here. Yeah, there we go. That's weird. I can't seem to put it in that corner. Alright, let's try that. Put a manual speaker back here. At this point, we just test and see. Speaker, let's go ahead and get those going. Let's turn this on. This gun is ready. When it sees fire, it'll start spraying out. Concerned a lot about this over here. Let's fast forward. Oh, they're good. Alright, let's fast forward until the kitchen workers manage to get on fire. I mean, we don't want them to be on fire, but the kitchen we want to catch on fire. Finally we got to the point where smoke activated that. Problem is, they had to run through fire, and that's not good. Thankfully, they made it though. So you notice that all the levels are fairly quick to complete. Analyze a little bit, put some things in, press the button to try, see if it works. It's a nice casual game. I've had a lot of fun with it myself, but I like puzzle games too. So if you are the type that likes puzzle games, might be a good fit for you. I expect that there probably will be more and more tools introduced as you go through the remaining levels to add some more variety. That's typically what happens in these types of puzzle games. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Panic Mode from MobiusCode. See you next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Also check out our other platforms, Twitch, Twitter, and our website.